Good morning, everybody. Today we'll speak about marriage lines. This is one of the most important and difficult lines to analyze because of lack of control, feelings and senses in the modern society. This line actually appears in this part of hand because of desire to associate with your partner. We also know that lines on our hand appear as a result of strong desires and wishes in our mind. So usually civilized person control his senses and his passion, and he is not destroy his family because maybe he sees some more beautiful woman. So then we could say about such person who control himself and who stick to one partner is a person who live without breaks. All couples very much proud of the love flashed suddenly, inflamed in a week and absorbed eternally. It seems to them that such strong love without borders is a sign of its durability. So usually this patient life not continue for a long time. So when people follow their minds and senses, the love lasts not so long. The love is like a fire, and it should be able to be kept under control. And if the love isn't controlled, so such person cannot be trusted. For this reason there are so much stains presently, and all with astonishment speak then, but we so strongly love each other. So this side of the arm, it's called marriage line. So now we will study these important lines which showing to us a deep affection to each other, to our beloved, and this line also show if we will have a happy family life or no. So everybody, you can see these small lines in the side of your palm. So first of all, this line should be deep line, and if it's little small line, it's a small kind of attachment, but mostly if it's deep line goes around here, it's showing a marriage line. It's showing how many marriages you will have in your life. So if a marriage line deep, it's showing love and also close friendship for each other. A thin line indicates a small involvement in these areas. And if it's small line, therefore we cannot say for sure that it was a sign of marriage line. The small line, it's a strong attraction between each other, and this is not showing family relationship like a husband and wife, just a friendship line, small line. Sometimes in the West we can see that men and women, they do some communication, some business together, but it can be very dangerous because attraction inside our heart can blow immediately, and it's like women compare with fire and men compare with butter. So when it's coming close to each other, butter can start melt. Butter can start melting, and the heart of the man can become very soft, and immediately this love and affection can arise for a business partner. So astrological law is that if love comes from the heart, from deep of your heart, and it's strong, stable and time-tested, no astrological discrepancies should not be a reason to discourage lovers of marriage. However, in our time this love is rare, Basically, we are dealing with a banal lust desire that comes not from the heart and therefore at some point disappear easily as usually. So therefore lovers should have a strong mount of Venus. So when this strong mount of Venus, so then would be big affection to each other and love and passion. And if this line is not present on our palm, so that means in your life will be very much difficult to find your partner for marriage. The partner for marriage, a loyal, dedicated, caring, reliable, healthy, wealthy, active, intelligent, educated, cultural and spiritual development of man. In different kinds of Holy Scripture, it's saying that wife of the same caste girl giving such advice, it should take a wife of the same level or caste girl that himself. So yes, it's for sure, in our time it's very difficult and it's not easy to find a man for marriage. So therefore it's saying that we should not expect a prince on a white horse or man saint in one person. It is enough to find a loving and reliable person. This is the minimum for our time. And waiting can be more sentimental or idealize family relations. According to statistic, only 3% of people do not marry. This can be called an exception and not treat it seriously. So I land on our marriage line said that marriage will be but not very happy. So this is not good sign. It is not also fatal sign, seeing that it is necessary to immediately divorce. So this island, of course, it's a bad sign, but you can improve it by following a particular type of instructions. Next, if you see line go up, touch the little finger, the Mercury finger. The marriage will be but not very good. Family problems are inevitable, but we dealt in the previous case not fatal. These symbols indicate the relationship will not be equal. If this sign have a wife, her husband died before her and not his death. If this sign has both spouses, then they will die together. On this occasion also should not be particularly worried, because firstly, on this planet are dying everybody, and all of the signs of death are not anything special. So next we see another one sign. This is almost similar to previous one and differs only in a few moments. If the line goes down and touches the heart, then one of the spouse dies, not the death. So with this sign, actually, you should be careful to love each other, but keep your distance so as not to provoke scandals and quarrels. So these lines also showing this misunderstanding in family life. So in some cases this also line show a death of partner, but I personally recommend do not touch the subject of death unless absolutely necessary. So next line, it's a pass near the line of heart, and it's showing early marriage. So on the next picture you can see the line of affection goes on the mount of the sun, and this showing a rich partner in marriage life and prosperity in our time and little bit exaggerated attitude. A rich partner is the one who is able to provide his family with food and good housing. In next picture you can see if marriage line cross the line of the sun. So there are problems in the family. So this is a sign of the discharge already agreed earlier situation. In this case, an example of a good fit with the sun line, from time to time close clouds. Yes, they hide it for a few minutes, hours or even days, but then again the sun bestows all its rays, and family relations occur on clouds days. But if we are willing to tolerate and to be understanding, by sure to disappears the clouds, and the sun love to win time of trouble and conflicts. This sign also shows the love requires a person to give up his selfishness, and the sun line indicates the great personal desire of man, and the family prevented him to carry them out. Also, family is no room for selfishness. So if we see next picture, the marriage line have a branches, both husband and wife will be ill. And also sometimes they will have a problems in communication, and spouses will be difficult to find a common language. They both do not want to compromise and don't want to take the first step towards each other. So both will worry about it, nervous. And also in this part, lines on the edge of the palm side of the moon, under the line of mind. This line of mind. This line speaks of good marriage. Islands on this line tell about the problems in a marriage. But however, in our case, we do not so much seriously accepting this sign on our hand. Next picture. If the line is interrupted, both husband and wife will be hurt throughout life. So in this picture you can see if your marriage line is interrupted, both husband and wife will be hurt throughout life. This sign is similar to the sign, another one, which we have already discussed in detail. So one has to be extremely careful traveling or relaxing alone. This is how the illusion first it leaves a person and therefore no protection, and then offers all kinds of temptations. So vertical lines. So next picture, the vertical line from point line of marriage line. It's small lines, children lines. But about the children I will tell you a little bit later. And if woman has a line running from Venus which cross lines of life and destiny, it can be dishonored. This mark also falls into the category of heavy karma, which is better not to talk just for sake of information. So if on marriage line is a triangle or square and Jupiter cross, so if you see on marriage life triangle or square and on Jupiter mount a cross, if you see on marriage line triangle or square and on Jupiter area cross intersection, in a marriage and spiritual life will be success and money. So the next, the black dot on marriage line says that family is a bad reputation. In fact, there is no more heavy action in this world. So what is the easiest to discredit the man? Yes, find his family problems, recover lost reputation. In this case is practically impossible. It is a very black mark which indicates that this man simply cannot be trusted. So this square always very positive sign which showing the protection from the God in family life, and also triangle showing money, and this cross on the mount of Jupiter, also wonderful sign. So thank you very much for watching this video. I hope your marriage line is extremely good, and your marriage life will be successful, happiest, and there would be no any worry, and husband will love his wife and care about her, fulfill all her needs, and the wife also would be nicely cooking for husband, giving him love, kiss him, and follow her duties perfectly. So when man and husband love each other and ready to serve each other, in such family there would be no any kind of problems, because everybody want to satisfy not personal ego, but wants to satisfy and please his beloved partner. In Vedic knowledge it's saying that all women should be married and all men should be stay renounced. So that means even if a man married and have a wife, he still should be renounced from entanglement, and he need to be renounced from attachment. He can love, he can take care about partner, but inside he always should be connected with the Supreme Lord and understand that he is not just a flesh, man or woman, but actually he is a spirit soul.